Yesterday, when we looked at some of the things said by people who went to the Michigan Trump rally over the weekend, I missed a clip, and it's really like the most important clip. And so, in a way, it's good because it won't get all mixed up in a slurry of insanity. We'll just look at this one clip. This is a video clip of a woman who went to the Trump rally over the weekend, and she has a really specific and really complicated conspiracy theory about election theft. And she starts by saying the election was stolen from Trump. That's not super unique. There's millions of these people who believe that the election was stolen from Trump. But her explanation is so out there that, listen, let's do this. Let's play the clip. Try to listen specifically to each of the points of the conspiracy, and then we'll talk about them all at once in a moment.
The election, I believe, was stolen, but we know that. Space Force has it all. Trump has all the information. It's going to be overturned.
What do you think Space Force has?
Space Force is a military branch of the, just like the Army, all the military. And they literally, walk up here, they literally, the night of the election, they literally watched the election be stolen. They know, they watermarked the ballots. They know exactly what happened with every ballot. They know what fake ballots, all right? They knew the election switches. They know what countries were involved. They followed the money. They know what every politician that's been paid off. They know there was 269,000 sealed indictments, but I think it might even be up to 500,000 sealed indictments. And I believe that we're going to have an emergency broadcast, and the military is going to come in with martial law, and we are going to be shown 8 hours on, 8 hours off of videos for 7 days, the world, and they're going to be showing us taped tribunals, taped confessions, and the world is going to be awakened to what's really going on with the deep state.
The election was stolen. Okay, well, I mean, that part's common. And I understand what she's saying. But then the rest of it doesn't really make sense. Space Force and Trump have all the information. All right, well, I don't know why they would have information, but I still follow it. It's going to be overturned. Well, no, it's not. I mean, listen, we're at the next election already. And if Biden were removed for any reason, Kamala Harris becomes VP. And if she's removed, then it's Nancy Pelosi. So that doesn't really make any sense at all. She says the night of the election, Space Force watched the election get stolen. What does that mean? They watched it like on TV, or they watched it as an institution? She says Space Force watermarked the ballots. Why would Space Force do that? Space Force is now involved in like printing. That doesn't make any sense. How would Space Force watermark ballots? And then what would they do with them after that? So now I guess because of the watermarking, Space Force knows everything, including which countries are involved, which is really like a wow kind of situation. She says politicians have been paid off and Space Force knows about it, and then it's completely off the rails. And she adds that there were 269,000 sealed indictments. 269,000 people were about to be indicted for what? And Space Force knew about it? Why does Space Force know about it? Wouldn't that be the Justice Department? But maybe I'm asking too many questions. And then the military would come in with martial law after an emergency broadcast. That's like those beeps that you hear, like this is a test of the emergency, that thing. They would do that for hours and hours with 8 hours on and 8 hours off of confessions and tribunals conducted by whom and when. I mean, none of it makes any sense. And here's the real question about this. Is this actually, I want to hear what you really believe. Is this actually a conspiracy theory that this woman came up with and understands? Or is this something that she misheard or misunderstood? And what I mean by that is, I will often get emails from people misunderstanding everything I say on this show. A couple of weeks ago, someone wrote in and said, David, I would be really interested in hearing about where in Belgium your family's from. I've never said my family's from Belgium. I said I've been to Belgium. I said I liked it. I said they have good chocolate. I never said my family's from Belgium. Sometimes I say, hey, if you want a free membership, fill out a form on my website. People email me, David, I'm asking you to give me a membership. No. I say I'm from Argentina, and people say, wow, you're from Israel. Yeah, okay. So if even me saying really simple stuff leads to this level of misunderstanding, maybe this entire conspiracy theory is not even really a conspiracy theory she heard from someone else. Maybe she misheard it and misunderstood it. Either way, it's very, very scary. And I don't see that turning around anytime soon. And I'm starting to get people mad at me. I mean, for a particular reason. People have been mad at me for a while. I'm starting to get people mad at me because they say, David, you need to be proposing solutions to this problem of radical Trumpists. I don't have them, guys. I'm sorry. What I can tell you is if we want to do one-on-one, it can be hours, days, weeks to deprogram someone. That's hard to do at the wholesale level. So I don't know that that's the solution. When it comes to forcing rapid kind of cultural change, when rapid cultural change has been forced in the past, it's been dictators. It was, the Cultural Revolution in China. It's bad. So that doesn't seem good. I'm not an authoritarian, so I can't say that's the direction we should go. So I don't have an answer. Yeah, fixing education, of course, but I don't pretend to be the expert with all the answers. I am sort of at my wit's end with how we deal with these people. And you may know just as much as I do. I happen to be the guy with the mic, but we all need to work together to figure that out.
One of our sponsors is called Privacy. Privacy is a totally free service that I've been using for years. Privacy lets me create virtual payment cards with one click, and when I use the virtual card, the money is taken out of my bank account. You can create multiple cards, delete them, freeze them, set a spending limit on them. Let's say I'm signing up for a free trial and it requires a credit card. Privacy will autofill a virtual card number, and then after signing up, I can delete that virtual card. So I know I'm not going to be charged again. Something really useful and very practical. Or let's say I'm ordering food over the phone, but I left my wallet somewhere. I don't have my real credit card on me. I can use a virtual card on my Privacy mobile app. But really the best part is you're not out there exposing your real credit card number, so you're not as susceptible to data breaches and identity theft. Privacy is a totally free service, and you'll get $5 to spend when you go to privacy.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.